we can equally save some money in that regard. I listened to the Minister for Food and Agriculture, and he indicated clearly his commitment to ensuring that the amount we give to the cocoa farmers after we purchase the cocoa seedlings will be something he will look at to make sure we increase the prices. With this, I'm very sure that the cocoa production sector should be lucrative enough in order that people would rather opt to keep their cocoa instead of cutting them down to embark on illegal mining. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
So, football fields. The MPP constructed about 30 of those football fields that we call astroturfs in the Ashanti region. I am also aware you are a sports enthusiast. Do you have plans? And these questions are from people in your region, who, the young men, and from Mampong, want to find out if you are going to continue with the construction, help them with the construction of football fields.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yes, sports is one area that we cannot do away with as a country. So together with the sports minister, I'm going to make sure that Ashanti region gets its fair share of the sports infrastructure that we need to inject into the region. Admittedly, and specifically with Mampong constituency, I know there were some attempts to build one of the AstroTurf, I think at Bosofo RC Primary. It was initially attempted at the Tadium Park, which could not work because of the drainage system of the area. And I'm very much aware that it was attempted at Bosofo, which they still could not complete or even get it at any level. All the ones that have been started and we could not complete, I'll work closely with the sports ministry in order that we'll be able to get the needed grants and support to complete them. Whilst at that, maintenance of existing ones, and especially the Babayara Sports Stadium, is one key area that I'll pay critical attention to. Because in recent times, during the qualifiers, you remember that we had an issue with CAF and FIFA regarding the state of the pitch. I'm very sure that anytime there's a football match in Kumasi, the Black Stars, for that matter, performs creditably well. And for which matter, we need to ensure that not only would we be overly dependent on Babayara and maybe the Linkley, we should also get additional sports infrastructure in the form of a sports stadium to augment what Babayara does for the region. So, Mr. Chairman, when given the nod, I'll work closely with the sector minister in order that we will increase the sports infrastructure within the region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I want to ask the nominee, have you considered issues of sanitation in the respective markets in the Ashanti region, especially KJTR? In fact, apart from sanitation, there is also some overcrowding, and there are some high crimes also recorded in these markets, including what we cannot confirm whether they are arsons or otherwise. What do you intend to do? Sanitation, overcrowding, and all the ones I've mentioned earlier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So, overcrowding, we need to complete the other markets, KJTR Central Market project, in order that we can decongest the place. Kofu Market and the others, we need to complete in order that we can decongest the place. If the place is well decongested, definitely issues of crime and all that will definitely be limited. Again, on issue of sanitation, with the little engagement I had with the sector players, we have a huge work to do. And the fact that we should treat waste as a resource instead of just a refuse that needs to be dumped somewhere, in order that we can recycle same and also encourage that we do source segregation so that it can make recycling very easy. Beyond that, there used to exist buyback centers where people come in, buy plastic, metals, among other waste that has been properly segregated. If we're able to introduce some of these interventions, we will definitely have an opportunity to have a good control over waste management. Again, Using the campsite approach, in areas where we have highly, a bit of a more, we are generating a lot of waste so much. We need to have a dedicated service provider who is stationed and available to provide more of a round-the-clock service instead of they coming in to sweep in the morning and leave the place until the next morning. I think that with these interventions, we should be able to have a good control over the sanitation problems in Ashanti region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
What's happening to Inaini and New Edubiase Sports Complex? Any plans for them?
Honorable Minister, proceed to answer the question.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, I do not have the full details of the current state of the complex. And when given the nod, I will engage with the stakeholders to take the right briefing so I can take a decisive.
We also have issues of deforestation and then illegal felling of trees. Any plans to, as it were, stop deforestation and illegal felling of trees?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. When given the nod, I'll work closely with the Forestry Commission in order that we will be able to review those with licenses and concessions to legally cut timber and logs, among others, within the area, so that we'll be able to flush out those who are doing same illegally. Whilst at that too, we need to be able to be up in terms of planting back whatever we cut within the forest. Again, illegal mining, as we did earlier on discussed, has also been another source of environmental and depletion of the forest, among others. Once we have a good control over same, we should be able to win the fight over deforestation. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
This is my last question. I know my second deputy speaker wants you to go home. The Minister of Tourism, I'm sure is expecting you to collaborate with her on issues of even the exportation of kente. Do you have any plans for kente weavers? And how do you intend to implement him?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that I'm going to work closely with her. Bonure, Adangomasi, they are all areas where we have many of our youth involved in kente weaving, among others. I'm going to work closely with her so that we will be able to help create opportunities for our youth and the good people of Ashanti region who are involved in these crafts and these other cultural significant areas of our society. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Doc, I wish you very well, and I pray everything goes well for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I proceed to recognize the presence of Juliet Amokohini, spouse to the nominee. Andrews Nana Kwesi, Ashanti Regional Chairman, and he's here with regional executives. Honorable Betty Mo Didrisu, former Attorney General and Minister responsible for Justice, is here in our midst. Honorable Samuel Sapon, former Ashanti Regional Minister. Nana Edubo for Kwao, the second. Otumfo Jasihini, representing Otumfo. Bafo Kote Kutin Sraman, the second. Bremahini. Nana Ejakoma Diffie, the second. Mampong Hima, and Paramount Queen Mother of Mampong, representing all Queen Mothers. Bishop David Ofori, leader of Ashanti clergy. Nti Edu Bosafo, uncle and leader of the family of the nominee. Dr. Mary Eusi, Executive Secretary, Ghana Free Zone Authority. Professor Otin Ababio, Geology Department, University of Ghana, Legon. Honorable Dr. Kobna Dufo, former Finance Minister, and Professor Otin Aje, former Energy Minister, and Nana Ya Ashanti Wa II, Ejisu Mahima. Thank you for coming. Honorable nominee, Wabin. Thank you very much for attending upon the committee and answering questions in a very composed manner. You are hereby discharged, but you hear from the committee. Honorable invited guests, we don't do that at Parliament. Please. Please. Our revered invited guests, please give way for the next nominee to take his seat.